hard for an artist to kind of describe your own music, especially for me maybe because I'm mixing a lot of different maybe styles. But I started out doing more electronic kind of stuff. But then actually again before that I was playing in different indie bands in Copenhagen. So my past has actually been much more in the rock background. But now it's a kind of a mixture both between indie rock, surf elements, classical elements, electronic elements, a lot of different things melted together, I think. People, especially music journalists, really love to put my music into small boxes saying goth rock, I heard that, or indie, or electronica, or techno even. So I don't think that my music is gonna be played that much on the more commercial radio stations. So I don't know what my breakthrough hit is. I never got one, I think. The first track that I'm gonna play for you is a track by a US guy called Soft Moon. He's done a fantastic new album. It's a mixture between kind of indie, new wave and electronic. He's very much inspired by Joy Division, I think, and early Cure stuff. And the track is called Circles. Here it is. The second track that I'm gonna play is actually by an old French composer called Eric Satie. I'm a really huge fan of all his work. It's called Three Gymnopédies. It sounds quite modern even if it's more than 100 years old, and especially one recording with a pianist player called Pascal Rocher played that track fantastic. One of the first tracks that I heard that really made me feel like making music and really was a big kind of shock for me nearly to hear was Venus and Furs with Velvet Underground. Unfortunately, Lou Reed passed away, and that was also a big shock for me because I've been a huge, and still is a huge, Velvet Underground fan.
Kiss the boot of shiny, shiny leather. Shiny leather in the dark.
When I worked on this album, I've kind of went back to some of my inspirations, some of those bands that really meant a lot to me. And one of those bands is Cure, and All Cats Are Grey. This is one of my favorite all-time tracks, especially also with the special keyboard pads that are there, and I've tried to do something similar when I'm playing live also, so here it is. The last track that I'm gonna play is actually a Danish track. It's with Mary Fisker, and she has released her second solo album. And I think it is actually only released in Denmark so far, but it's really good. And she has a fantastic, really fantastic voice. That's of course why I also use her live. And this track is called On the Beach, Mary Fisker.
Oh my love, will you question me till I'm soaring out of reach? All my life I'll be settling down with you.
this was it. I'm Trentemøller. Thank you very much.